Hi there, patrons. I gotta go quick. I gotta catch a train, so I gotta get like everything uploaded early and get the heck out of here. Today's is the Curly Howard episode. Of course, some may say the best Stooge of the Three Stooges. Perfectly timed because I kind of got curly hair going on right now. So, gotta get that thumbnail. Let me give you a nyuk nyuk. That's how I used to pronounce it when I was a kid. You see it written out and you're like, what's that? And then you realize it's was that a curly enough face? All right, good enough. That's McCurley. All right, let's get this thing rolling. Sorry this one's so short, but the gimmick is based around short films, so I don't know. All right, theme song goes here. Let's rip this thing. I like to wait for the 1 minute mark so that you're listening to Fix My Carcast, hosted by Bear Claw Billy, and this is episode 80. Comedian and musician Keith Hebert is busy working at the law firm Dewey, Cheatham and Howe, but first, housekeeping. This is the show where you pick what I say and how I say it. Pick a topic or prompt by donating to the GoFundMe, and vote on the gimmick by joining my Patreon for just $1 a month. Join at the $5 or higher level and also get bonus episodes and behind-the-scenes footage. Links are in the description. Also down there, merch. Get yourself some merch, wise guy. No new donors this week. The total raised for paying off my car repair debt is still holding at $1,501. Also, when we get to $2,000, we unlock an automatic show gimmick, which is I will watch all the Fast and Furious movies back to back and then record my podcast at the end. Fun fact, did you know that this whole podcast disappears when we hit $3,000? I, for one, plan to run away at double speed. Hey, do you like the theme song? No? Well, if you make a donation of $50 or more, in addition to picking an episode topic, you get to change one thing about the theme song forever, unless somebody else changes it back. Want me to sing Three Blind Mice? It would make no sense, but I'll do it. $50. No new patrons this week. Bummer. Now it's time for a topic suggestion. I'll suggest topics I think I could easily talk about for a whole episode, though admittedly I think the show is more fun when it's something I'm completely clueless about. So something I could talk about is Abbott and Costello's Who's on First. Didn't expect that in the Stooge episode, did you? Well, I was obsessed with Who's on First when I was a kid, and I have many personal stories about that particular comedy routine. Want to know more? Donate today. A reminder, my ambient album Ethologue is out on all kinds of streaming services, so please go check it out, leave a review, tell your friends, etc., etc. Check the links in the description, and enjoy the album one person described as like if ambient music took Adderall. True story. Checking in on the best city in the world based on which city listened to the last episode the most, and we got us another singles night tie. Ties are broken by whichever city listened to the most episodes, and our big winner is Westbrook, Maine. Congratulations, Westbrook, Maine. Let it be known that your Palais Garnier, Saint Pompidou, and Hôtel des Invalides are the best in the world for 7 days. Last episode, I talked about La Mirau while doing it like a PBS pledge drive. You can see video of me improvising the wonderful programs that your donation to Fix My Carcast make possible over on Patreon. Please note, the video version does not feature any post-production elements such as music, sound effects, archival clips, or audio filters. Also, head over to Patreon for a bonus episode where I talk about why Mork from Mork and Mindy is autistic coded. Also, head over to Patreon for a super extra bonus where you get to hear over 15 minutes of fake phone calls I made just for background chatter in last week's episode. I think it's a real treat. Okay, let's talk next week's gimmick poll. These are your choices for next week's episode gimmick. They are: number 1, act like you're drunk. Number 2, act like you're on edibles. Number 3, act like you're on acid. And number 4, act like you're on cocaine. I cannot stress enough, act like. So, act like you're drunk, act like you're on edibles, act like you're on acid, act like you're on cocaine. There are no returning gimmicks this time, but there will be very soon. I think literally next week we'll have a returning gimmick again. Remember that any gimmick that gets just a single vote is eligible for a second chance in 6 weeks. Be sure to vote over on Patreon. The poll closes Thursday, July 20th at noon Eastern America time. All right, time for today's gimmick, which is a tie, but I rolled a two-sided die, and the winner is Do a Curly Howard voice. By the way, it tied with Do a Mo Howard voice, so that will be eligible in 6 weeks. Of course, gimmicks don't start until housekeeping is out of the way in case any of them prevent me from sharing vital information. But now, we are entering the Gimmick Zone. And from this point on, gimmicks are active and everything is improvised. There's no sponsored topic for today's episode, so I'll take inspiration from a randomized Wikipedia page, which is... And I should note that there's a rule that I have to be able to scroll for at least 3 seconds or it doesn't count. 1, 2, 3. All right. We got us a certified winner here. Today will be... I never practiced for any of these. Why, certainly today we'll be talking about Joseph Calhoun. Woo! He was a Democratic Republican member of the South Carolina House of Representatives. He was a Democrat and a Republican. He played both sides. He represented South Carolina in the United States House of Representatives. Born in Staunton in the colony of Virginia, he moved with his father to the province of South Carolina in 1756. You know, I ought to get myself into politics. I did not prepare by watching any Three Stooges shorts. I gotta be honest, I just don't want to be late for my train. You know, it's really nice just being the one stooge. There's nobody to hit you. I don't know what it's like to talk for more than 30 seconds without getting a bunk on me noggin. I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's actually still a pretty short article. It's a stub like my toe. Okay, there's not really much interesting here. Sorry to disappoint you. I really got to get back to my hospital duties. And to be completely honest, I just got to wrap this up because I got to catch a train. I sure hope you get to meet my friend Mo in 6 weeks. I bet he'll have lots to say about politics. I've never been to Virginia or Little River. One time I stood in line for 6 hours and I made a Little River, though. They wouldn't even do that joke back in the day. Oh, boy. Well, look, this one's a bust. So... I just don't even know what to do. I had a really tough day. I had so much planned. And then one of my crushes started texting me. So I was on the phone for like 4 hours. So it's way too late at night, and I don't want to miss my train. I don't even care that anyone can hear this. Before I go, I better run in a circle on the floor. Whoa, 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 whoa. As always, look at the grouse. Jesus Christ, this stupid show. It's true. I never practice the voices before the show starts because I've had people say it's so funny to hear you fuck them up. I Googled some like Three Stooges like catchphrases because it's like they actually have a lot of catchphrases and a lot of gags that they use over and over again, but they don't always stick in your mind. People only know like the woo 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 and the Oh my gosh, I never got in a single la 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 la. Whenever Curly washes himself, he sings that song and I never got it in. Sorry, it's a short one. It's hot as fucking here, and I need to do the bonus episode now. Sorry it's a short week. I hope you had fun, patrons. But, oh man, you know what? They can't all be winners. I'm a victim of circumstance.